Hello, boxing fans around the world. Thank you for joining us once again here on Talkin Fight for another episode of Knuckle Up, featuring Mike 4 at 4 and Cedric fan who's in the den. All right, guys, who do we got lined up today?
Instagram knows him as King David Perez. David Perez, Tulsa boy, Tulsa, Oklahoma. This kid now, 5-0, 2 KOs. He's ranked 440th out of 1,335 worldwide in the featherweight division. He's managed by Aaron Sloan of Engine Room Boxing Management, who takes care of him. He's signed with them since the beginning. He debuted. His career started 2020. Here's the thing, which kind of sucks, man, is a kid like this who debuts during the pandemic and everything. Cedric, I'm going to get you to explain the kind of things that happened, but he literally went a year and 6 days with no fight after his first fight, his pro debut, which he won, which he came out and won unanimously. Great, but let's talk about the kind of strain that must put on the body and mental strain.
Well, depending, I'm not sure. I'm assuming his gym must have been shut down too. A lot of boxers might have a bag or something at home that they have hung up, but some boxers don't have anything. So the only thing that you can do, two things that you can do on your own, is just continue your cardio with the running and just crazy amounts of rounds of shadow boxing, different types of shadow boxing. Where they're working on single punch power punches by turning you're not punching anything, but focusing on transferring your weight onto the front leg and to the back leg for power punches. And then other rounds, you can focus on doing fast intervals, 15-second intervals off and on for the 3 minutes. And you can also switch up by doing combinations. And then, of course, mixing in the strength and conditioning there, whether it's leg work or, push-ups and pull-ups and stuff like that, core work. During the pandemic,
you had to do what you had to do. So I stumbled onto this kid back around Valentine's Day. He posted on his Instagram, he's outside doing shadow boxing rounds in the snow with no shirt, doing 3 minutes on, 1 minute on warmth, 3 minutes on, 1 minute off warmth. He figured, you know what, since he goes to these cryo chambers for, minus 200 or whatever they go to for 3 minutes, he figured, you know what, it might be a good way to keep in shape and keep it up and shock his body, because he wants to prepare himself mentally for the battle that he's going to ensue throughout his career. This kid is mentally tough. What I like about him is he also does all his own meal prep. And I mean, like, you can watch this kid's Instagram, and honestly, the kid is dedicated. As much as he hates it, wants to go out, he puts his training first, his meals first, and he preps himself for the week, man. Like, this kid is very dedicated. On top of that, he's also been known to do shadow boxing underwater, which is something that Muhammad Ali did back in the day for breathing control and stamina. And, this kid is doing it too. And I don't know how many guys out there are still using this trick, but he's got a coach that's helping him hold his breath underwater and do this kind of thing. I believe last time he said in an interview that I caught him in, he said he was up to about 1:20, 1:30 underwater, at each time, which is huge things for the body, man. And, it can make a guy very dangerous.
Yeah, definitely. Gaining that mental strength, stuff like doing the training with the water, what else also does for your muscles, because it's also resistance for your muscles, like in a different way. Sort of like lifting weights, the resistance that you have from lifting weights, but you're doing that with punches under the water, just pushing and pulling against the water. You have to use your muscles to do that. And it's also softer on your joints and your ligaments. So people that are coming off of an injury, for recovery, like whether it's any type of ligament injury, specifically to the lower legs, like your ankles or your knees or your hips, for boxers, hips, shoulder area, doing the punches underwater is like the resistance is good for your muscles, because your muscles are doing that extra push without the external load from weights. So
yeah. So guys, honestly, I want you to check this kid out, man. Make sure you check him, King David Perez. Don't get him mistaken with all the other David Perez's out there. Tulsa, Oklahoma, 5-0, 2 KOs. I'll let you guys know when this guy's going to be fighting again. He's managed by Engine Room Boxing. They take care of all his business, man. He's had 5 fights. He's very, very humble and well spoken, out of the ring. But the minute he gets in there, it's like beast mode. He becomes a different person. And honestly, it shows in his game and his undefeated record, man. He's very, very talented. He's got very fast hands. His lateral movement is very, very good. And his boxing IQ is that of somebody who's got more than 10 fights under his belt. And you know what? We're going to see lots of this kid in the future if they do him right and he gets the right fights under his belt. He's already been on PBC undercards. So he's big. He's doing big things, man. And I can't wait to see this kid again in action. We're gonna get him here on the show. Mark my words. We will be talking to him. Also, he's dabbled in a bit of acting. He's actually he actually is in a movie that apparently is on Netflix called Sick Girl, which I believe is all subtitled, and he was also in I believe a series. I don't know if you guys have caught it, but go out there and catch it if you want. Check it out. But yes, man, King David Perez, you're gonna see him here, man. 5-0, 2 KOs, undefeated, young, hungry, motivated, determined to wear that belt, man. And he put in work harder than most people are. And this is the thing, man. You got to put in that work. You got to do that work. And I respect this kid because that's what he's doing, man. He's putting in the work. And that's why I want you guys to be on this kid, man. Just watch him in the future. You heard it here, man. King David Perez. It's your man, Mike Orr 4. Coming to you live with a new prospect. You know what it's at, man. Come here every day. Catch the new thing. We'll see you tomorrow for Female Friday. We got another new prospect for you. Make sure you stop by. And 7 p.m. tomorrow night, we got the panel with our man Tim Witherspoon and Graham. They're going to be joining us. Should be lots of fun to talk about all the boxing going on the weekend. And don't forget our Sunday Knockout of the Week award coming up. Don't miss it, man. Cedric, you know what it's at, brother?
Yes. Cedric Ben and Den. See you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, man, for sure. See you same time, same channel, new prospect. Don't forget, talkinfight.com. Go and subscribe. Please like and share and tell all your friends. We'll see you tomorrow.